Toyota's 2.5-liter hybrid system has been praised as one of the most reliable powertrains on the road. It powers some of Toyota's best-selling vehicles: the Camry Hybrid, RAV4 Hybrid, Highlander Hybrid, Venza, Crown, and several Lexus models. Owners trusted it because Toyota hybrids built a reputation for durability that, honestly, few manufacturers could match. But now Toyota has quietly acknowledged something many owners and technicians have been experiencing for a while. The 2.5-liter hybrid system has a real-world weakness that shows up under specific driving conditions. It's not catastrophic, and it doesn't mean Toyota hybrids are suddenly unreliable. But it does mean the system isn't as flawless as its reputation suggests. More importantly, Toyota already has a fix. And if you own or plan to buy a vehicle with the 2.5 hybrid, this upgrade matters more than you think. This isn't hype. This is about understanding what Toyota admitted, why it matters, and how the updated hardware and software significantly changed long-term ownership. Before talking about the problem, it's important to understand why this hybrid system became Toyota's backbone. Toyota's 2.5-liter hybrid setup uses a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor and an electronic CVT or eCVT. On paper, it's simple. In practice, it's incredibly efficient. The system delivers strong, low-speed, torque, excellent fuel economy, smooth city driving, and proven longevity compared to turbocharged alternatives. Toyota engineers deliberately avoided complexity: no turbochargers, no high-strung tuning, no aggressive thermal limits. That conservative approach is exactly why taxis, fleet vehicles, and high-mileage owners gravitated toward it. But as Toyota expanded the system into heavier vehicles and all-wheel drive configurations, new stresses emerged. So, Toyota has not used dramatic language here. They never do, honestly. But, service bulletins, updated parts, revised software, and even those behind-the-scenes engineering changes really tell a clear story. The core issue basically revolves around thermal management and load handling in real-world driving, especially in hybrids that are equipped with electric rear drive and all-wheel drive. The main weak points, according to industry technicians and Toyota-certified hybrid specialists, actually point to three interconnected issues. First, there's excessive heat buildup in the rear motor cable and connector. Second, inverter stress during prolonged high-load operation. And third, software logic that was either too conservative or just too slow to react. These issues don't usually show up during normal commuting. That's why, a lot of owners never notice anything wrong at all. The problems really tend to show up under specific conditions, like sustained highway speeds, mountain driving, hot climates, towing small loads, or aggressive acceleration combined with all-wheel drive engagement. In those scenarios, the hybrid system is working harder than Toyota originally anticipated. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Toyota's hybrid lineup is all-wheel drive. Unlike, traditional mechanical AWD systems, Toyota's AWD actually uses a separate electric motor on the rear axle. There's no drive shaft connecting the front and rear at all. It's, elegant, lightweight, and efficient, but it does introduce a new electrical and thermal load that earlier hybrid generations just didn't have. According to hybrid drivetrain engineers, the rear motor itself isn't really the main issue here. The problem actually lies in the power delivery path. Owners and technicians were already starting to see patterns. Common complaints included sudden hybrid system warnings, AWD temporarily disabling itself, reduced power during highway driving, check engine lights with inverter-related codes, and sometimes even loss of rear motor engagement without any obvious mechanical failure. What made this especially frustrating was that, honestly, many vehicles still drove fine most of the time. The issues were intermittent, which made them hard to diagnose and, honestly, pretty easy to dismiss. From an engineering standpoint, intermittent faults are often the most concerning because they usually point to systems operating right near their limits. Toyota's response wasn't, a big press conference or anything like that. It was more subtle, and honestly, more telling. They released updated rear motor cables and connectors, revised inverter control software, improved sealing and insulation, and also adjusted thermal load management strategies. In some markets, Toyota issued service campaigns. In others, the upgrades just showed up as revised part numbers or running production changes. This is Toyota's standard playbook. When they change hardware and software across production without any real fanfare, it's usually because they've identified a legitimate long-term concern. So, long-term hybrid specialists really agree on one thing: Heat is the enemy of electrical systems. A senior hybrid technician with, wow, over 15 years of Toyota experience explained it pretty simply. The original system wasn't actually bad, but it was just operating a little too close to its comfort zone. The update, though, gives it some breathing room. And honestly, that breathing room is the key. The original setup could handle typical use just fine, but the updated setup is designed to survive worst-case use, year after year. Now, some owners might assume this is just a software issue, but it's really not. I mean, software can limit power, change engagement timing, and reduce stress, sure, but it can't change physics. If you already own a Toyota 2.5 hybrid with all-wheel drive, the most important upgrade you can do is the updated rear motor cable and software calibration. And, this isn't about performance, it's actually about preventing heat-related degradation, avoiding those expensive inverter repairs down the road, preserving all-wheel drive functionality, and just extending the life of your hybrid system. Ignoring the update doesn't guarantee failure, but it does increase your risk over time. Heat stress can lead to higher electrical resistance, connector degradation, inverter protection shutdowns, and, unfortunately, expensive repairs outside of warranty. Hybrid components definitely aren't cheap, and preventive updates almost always cost less than post-failure repairs. Toyota rarely uses dramatic language, especially when it comes to their hybrids. Publicly admitting a problem could, risk undermining one of their strongest brand pillars, so instead Toyota relies on continuous improvement, silent updates, dealer-level fixes, and production changes that often happen without any big announcements. From an engineering culture standpoint, this really isn't deception, it's just how Toyota operates. This issue isn't unique to Toyota. As hybrids gain more power, add all-wheel drive, move into larger vehicles, and start handling towing and highway loads, electrical systems are facing stresses they just weren't originally designed for, like 20 years ago. Honestly, Toyota's ahead of many rivals because they noticed the issue early and fixed it before failure rates exploded. Absolutely, but with one condition: hybrid engineers and longtime technicians pretty much agree. The updated system is significantly more robust. Newer production vehicles benefit the most, and updated older models are a safer long-term bet. In other words, this isn't a reason to avoid Toyota hybrids, it's really a reason to get the right version. Toyota admitting the 2.5 hybrid problem doesn't mean the system is bad. It actually means Toyota recognized a real-world limitation and, corrected it. That's actually good news. The upgrade improves durability, reduces long-term risk, protects those expensive hybrid components, and makes all-wheel drive hybrids more reliable in demanding conditions. If you own one, check for the update. If you're buying one, make sure it has the revised hardware and software. Because in the hybrid world, small changes make a big difference. And honestly, this one matters more than most owners realize.